Hello friends, how are you doing today? My name is Mary and this is Happily Ever Esch. How are you all today? I hope that you're doing well. I am coming to you today with my 5-star reads predictions. And maybe, I don't even want to call it my 5-star reads, maybe books that I think that I will love very, very much. And this kind of video has been inspired by Mercedes over at Mercy's Bookish Musings. I will link her channel down below. I'm sure you know who she is. She's very popular booktuber here, but she just does awesome videos, and I don't think she meant to create this as a tag, but she definitely inspired all of booktube to take a look at their shelves and pick books that they think that they're going to love off of it. And I just love the idea of this. I love going to your shelves and looking at all the books that you haven't seen, what you think you're gonna love, and it kind of just gets you excited again. And as I started to pull things off, I was like, well, maybe I don't have that many, but then I kept thinking, oh, I'm gonna love this one and this one, and it was just really cool to go to your shelf and see the things that you've bought and kind of remember the ones that you were really excited for. So without further ado, let's just get started. The first book that I picked was Everything I Never Told You, and this is by Celeste Ng, and this is a very beloved book on booktube and just in general. This follows a Chinese American family in the 1970s. I believe it's set in Ohio, and their beloved daughter has turned up killed, and there's kind of a mystery surrounding that, but I think this is more looking at grief, looking how this event kind of is the undoing of this family. And I just only heard really positive things about this book, so I'm very excited to read it. Plus, I love the perspective being from a Chinese American family in the 1970s. I just think that that will have its own unique perspective, and I've never read about a Chinese American family set not in like present day. So excited to pick this one up. Next one that I think that I will really love is The Faster I Walk, the Smaller I Am. And this is by a Russian author, and I am going to all but butcher it, so I will put it there for you guys. And this is translated fiction, and it was translated by Carrie A. Pierce. I said Russian, I meant to say Norwegian. This is translated from the Norwegian into English, and this is a slim little book, and this follows our main character, Mathia. And she is an older protagonist, which I absolutely love. This also kind of deals with death and what it means to grow old. And Mathia is kind of like obsessed with this idea that she's just disappearing. And I think this is just kind of her experiences in her old age and just dealing with being alone and dying and just all the things that come with that. So all of those things are like buzzwords for me. Just elderly protagonist, kind of looking at life, aging, death. Those are all things that really interest me, and I'm excited to read this one, and I think that I will really love it. Next one that I think that I will really love is a memoir, and it's The Glass Castle, and this is by Jeanette Walls. Her parents are very eccentric, and it led for a very interesting and sometimes very heartbreaking lifestyle for Jeanette. So I'm really excited to try this out, and also the movie looks fabulous, so definitely want to read this before the movie. Next book is another nonfiction, and this is A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson, Rediscovering America on the Appalachian Trail. I've never read any Bill Bryson, but I love nature. I love the vast landscape in America, and I think that this is Bill Bryson just exploring it and his experiences there, and those are all things that I love so much, and I don't think there is a very high chance of me not absolutely loving this book. Next book that I think that I will really love is When Breath Becomes Air, and this is by Paul Kalanithi. That is his name there. This is a memoir looking at the medical system, looking at Paul as a writer and a doctor, and then also Paul dealing with his diagnosis of having a terminal lung cancer. I think that this is going to be sad, riveting, and it sounds very similar to Being Mortal, which I read early in the year and was one of my favorite books ever. And so I'm very excited for his perspective, his story, and I think that this is going to be beautiful and heartbreaking and sad, and just, it's going to be all the things, and I'm so excited for it. Next, I have an author that I think I will generally probably love anything that he writes, and that is Steinbeck. So I have East of Eden here, and I also have Travels with Charlie in Search of America. I think I'm most excited about this one. I think that I'm going to just be trash for this book. This is Steinbeck traveling with his dog across America, and I can't imagine not loving this. And then also East of Eden, I think this is considered his best work, and I absolutely adored The Grapes of Wrath, so I don't know if this will be better, if I'll like it just as much, but like I have a feeling that this is going to be one that I'm going to love, love, love. So Steinbeck is just, he's for me. I am okay with that, and I think that I will love just about anything that he writes. Next, I have a short story anthology, and that is The Good Immigrant. And this is edited by Esch. There's the name right there. This is 21 stories, explore what it means to be Black, Asian, and minority ethnic in Britain today. I don't think that this needs much more of an explanation. I think that this is going to be timely. I think that this is going to be important, and I think that this will be so good, and a book that I will just want to push on everyone. So I'm excited to read this one, and I just, again, I don't see how I'm not going to love it. Two more. That first one being James Herriot's All Things Bright and Beautiful. This is the next book in Herriot's memoirs of his life being a veterinarian in the Yorkshire country. I loved the first one so much. I think that I will love all of these. This is just the next installment following kind of just his anecdotal stories. I know I'm going to love it, and I'm excited to pick it up and to love it. And I definitely recommend starting with the first one, which is All Creatures, Great and Small. It kind of just follows the beginning of his veterinarian career, and it was beautiful. It made me laugh, it made me cry. It's just all the emotions in that book, and like literally laugh out loud. And I don't laugh out loud very often when I read books, but that one just, it made me roll on the floor. Last but certainly not least, I think that I will love I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. This is a childhood classic piece of literature following our main protagonist who lives in this dilapidated castle with her very eccentric family. And it's just a coming of age story. And it is so many people's favorite books. It sounds so cozy. I love literature written for children in that middle grade time period. I think there's something so magical about it. And I'm excited to read this one. I'm excited to read them all because I think I'm going to love them all. And isn't it kind of funny, like all of these I look at and I'm like, I want to read that so bad, but I kind of also at the same time don't want to, because it's like you want to save it, because you know you're only going to get that initial reading experience once. And so like I look at all these and I'm like, I want to read you now, but also I want to read you in 10 years, which is just so funny. Like there's no time like the present, right? Like I should start working on this stack, but there's just something in me that's like, I just want to save them. But maybe making this video will kind of give me a little push and encourage me to pick some of these up, because like I said, I'm pretty positive I'm gonna be quite smitten with a lot of these. So I'd love to know, what are some books that you think that you will love? Do you have any 5-star predictions? Do you have any videos that you've done? Please let me know down below. I'd love to chat with you. And then if you've read any of these and love them, please give me some encouragement to pick them up. Also, if you want to do a buddy read of any of these, let me know that as well. Just let me know all the things down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I hope to chat to you in the comments soon. Bye.